Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me again today. When I tell y'all, I am so excited to talk to my girl, Sondra. Sondra and I, it seems like we can go in so many different lanes and have a good conversation, but we're going to really do our best to try to stay focused because I have a mission and a reason for her being here today and joining me. Thank you so much, Sondra. Sondra is joining us, y'all, from Playa Del Carmen, one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. And we met during the Exodus Summit meetup this year. Was it? It was this year.
It was this year.
Why does it feel longer? Okay, so the Exodus Summit meetup in July, so the 4th of July weekend. But prior to that, I had saw your story, Sondra, on one of the YouTube channels. I forgot who. I think it was Rashida. I'm not sure who, child. Rashida's on Sheeta on the Loose. But Sondra and we're gonna stay focused, and it's hard for my brain right now to stay focused, y'all.
It's hard for us
because I'm so excited to have this conversation with you guys and bring Sondra to you, because Sondra is doing some amazing things that she wants to teach Black folk about. And so we got to get there. But Sondra left her life in Chicago, and she moved, y'all, to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And her life has completely changed as far as how she lives her life, her stress level, all of the things that I am so about. And she has her own YouTube channel, which teaches other people, primarily Black women, how to trade in the market and make money doing nothing and letting your money work for you. So we are going to get to that. And Sondra really, y'all, is on real time watching, dollars right now.
Peek to the left. I'm talking real dollars in real time, y'all. It's so exciting. And I'm so happy that you would have me, Tracy, so that I can share this. Just share the information with the community.
Yes.
What good is it if you have it and you keep it all to yourself? So I'm definitely about sharing. And that's how we create abundance.
That's when I tell you information is meant to be shared, and we can get more with our hand open versus with it closed. So we want to make sure that we share information. So I am going to let you start, but prior to us really jumping in, can you share an abundance quote? Because you guys, every time she posts a video on her YouTube channel, she opens it with a quote of abundance. And why having an abundant mindset is so crucial and important.
Yes. Let me think. One of my favorites is so simple. And I promise you, if you've ever caught any of my YouTube videos on my channel, From Lack to Legacy, they're all so simple. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorites is, and this is really more of an affirmation. And I say this, and an affirmation is meant to be used. You post it somewhere, you see it every day, and you repeat it. And it is so simple. And it is that I am one with the vibration of abundance. Mm-hmm. That's it. I am one. It says everything that you need to know. It's not a if this happens, if then this comes to me. And if I do this, it's none of that. It is an affirmation. It is a straightforward statement that I am one. And all that is involved in that, I'm worthy. I deserve. It will be easy for me. I am one with the vibration of abundance. Take it. I'm telling you, what it means to me might mean something different to you, but I promise you, if you sit with it and just say it, whatever we focus on is what we draw. Right. If you focus on abundance, that's what you draw. If you focus on lack, that's what you draw. Right. So keep it simple. It's not technical. It's something, for me, a mantra is best if it's simple, because you can say it anytime. When that doubt creeps in, grab it and use it.
Right. Thank you so much. I hope y'all picked that up, what she was putting down. So just briefly talk about your transition from Chicago to Playa and why, and then we're going to get into the meat of this conversation.
Okay. I think most of you know, and if you don't, my name is Sondra. I'm from Chicago originally, and I was a school teacher for almost 30 years and loved it. I loved it. I really did. I would skip into work with my coffee. I was ready. Over the course of time, though, 30 years of anything, near the end, it changed a little. It got to be a little more stressful, particularly when COVID hit,
Right.
because we weren't in classrooms the way we normally were. I was a grandmother watching it from another perspective as well. And I just knew it was time. The virus, it was perfectly timed because I was coming up on retirement age anyway. And so it served as the perfect time to take a break. And
Mhm.
so I left my teaching career, not really sure what I wanted to do. Besides, I knew I wanted to live near the beach. And I had been saying it and saying, and I'm telling you all something, the power of your tongue and what you say and what
Right.
you believe, you can manifest. I
Anything.
promise you. I had said for years, I'll never teach a day over 55. Now, nobody says that really because you just don't know. But I said that to myself. I said it to other people. I wrote it down on a Post-it. I'm the queen of write it down on a Post-it. And I wrote that years ago that I would never teach a day over 55. And don't you know, I never taught a day over 55.
Well, first of all,
I
you don't even look
promise.
like you in your 50s.
I
Let's
promise.
start. Let's start there.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? That's just good, clean living. But it is all about a mindset. So I was able to leave, and just like all the rest of it, it just all manifested because it all started with what I really wanted. I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted to live someplace warm. I didn't want to live in Chicago. I knew I didn't want that lifestyle anymore, that get up, go, rush, do for others, and not being able to take care of myself. And so I just set out. I said those things. I wanted to live near the beach. And where do I live? Near the
Right
beach.
near the beach.
So what I'm telling you is
In a
that
beautiful community, y'all, because I've been in her house.
it's
Okay.
beautiful. Love it. I
Okay.
couldn't,
And
it's
Sondra
more
is
than
the
I
epitome
dreamed
of
of.
leisure. So let me
Oh, I rest. I rest.
she
If you
is
look up
not.
spa, you'll see my little face. Spa, yes, I spa. So I knew I wanted those things. So I began to speak those things. I began to put things in motion. And it wasn't just that I knew I wanted them. The universe was conspiring too, because it got more and more difficult for me to stay in the space where I was. You know, some unfortunate turn of events. I lost a dear neighbor, tragically. And it really changed my whole perception about the house and the neighborhood because it was just such a senseless killing. And it shook me to my core. And I think you may have heard this part of my story because it happened in broad daylight and nothing like that had ever happened in my neighborhood. And so as a single woman, I armed myself. I thought this was the solution. So I put up cameras, a 6-foot fence. I got 2 pit bulls and a gun. And this is how I was living. That was my day to day. And I've told this story and I don't tell it with any glory. It is with absolute horror. But I would literally sleep at night, and my children will tell you, with a loaded 9mm on my chest like this every night. That was how I slept. I lived in a 4-bedroom home. I never slept in any of those bedrooms, not a one. I slept on the sofa. I don't know what happened, but mentally that day, I lost something, and it changed just the way I was living. And I woke up one day and I was like, this is not living. You are not living. You are waiting for tragedy, or you're waiting for something to happen because nobody sleeps like that. Nobody lives like that. And that was the real wake up call. Being able to leave the job, that was going to be. But I needed that extra catalyst because I probably wouldn't have left Chicago so abruptly. But I just woke up and it's like, this is not how I want to live. This is not living. I don't have to do this either. I've prepared enough that I can get out the door. And then I ran into Stephanie Perry with Exeter Summit, and it was just all aligned. And you know when you're in alignment because it's ease. There's ease there. It's not that you won't have any bumps in the road, but you know when you're in alignment, things open up and you start to manifest and things just become easier for you. So it was a couple of things, you know, the retirement, knowing that I didn't want to live that way. And honestly, knowing that I could manifest anything that I wanted because I had done it. We had spoken things into existence. And that's what kind of brought me to the world of travel, really. And of course, Mexico was the only thing that was open because, again, I retired during the pandemic and I was ready to go. Mexico was open. You'll have me. And here I am. And I promise you, it was the best decision I ever made for myself.
Mhm. I mean, I love Mexico. You can't keep me out of it. Like, really keeping me out of Mexico is the issue. It's not. And when we transition, it is going to be Mexico. We're just trying to decide our city. I know
I
Rashida
know.
think it's going to be Mexico City,
So many
but
beautiful places to choose from. So many
it's
beautiful
so
places.
many. And we're not going to spend this conversation talking about Mexico reluctantly. We're going to talk about money. So tell the
Yes,
people
indeed.
what you do now. Like, tell them. I'm so excited, you guys.
Now I day trade, you all. And I think you've probably, anybody who's followed my channel, you saw me literally start less than 6 months ago.
Mhm.
And so,
Well, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna interrupt her. We came to her house and it was on her TV. She was YouTubing, listening to it, learning and taking in more information. So she is very serious about what she is speaking about.
I'm a teacher. Teachers are lifelong learners. You know,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Yeah.
And just like in any good teacher, as soon as I learned it and I saw, a light bulb clicked, I was like, wait a minute, whoa, 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 whoa. I've been doing this for less than 6 months. If I can make money and I am literally, so Tracy knows, if you see my eye go this way, I am literally making money as we are doing this interview.
Right.
So
I heard the bell chime, y'all, before we even
that
got
kind
started.
of, sister, I'm gonna flip this screen. If this thing keeps cutting up, I'm gonna flip it around so you all can see it, because I'm telling you in real time, and I may have to reach over and then cash out. But this, once I realized that this was a skill that was totally acquirable, you didn't need to have a degree to do it. You don't have to be a mathematician to do it. Just as a teacher, I was like, okay, I have to share this. It doesn't make sense. I know plenty of sisters who would be out of situations that don't serve them if they had the financial means. And you're going to show me the trick? Oh, I'm telling everybody. I'm telling anybody who will stand still long enough to listen, that using your money to make money for you is so much more efficient than changing your time for dollars.
I am not.
You're
You
never
gotta
going to
repeat
be able to
that
work
again for
enough.
the people in the back.
You're
Repeat that.
never going to be able to work enough to
Right.
be wealthy. You're never going to be able, and this is going to shock some people, you're never going to be able to save enough to be
Right.
wealthy.
Right.
You could be okay, you could be secure, but if we're talking about building generational wealth, we got to start making dollars hand over fist, just like mainstream culture does. They know these secrets.
Right.
They've been investing. They have been in the market. They've been options trading. They have been doing this. And so it has been my absolute pleasure to say, hey, y'all, guess what? I got the answers to the test. Let's do it. Let's share it.
One of the things for me when being a business owner, I mean, it's so important to diversify how you make money.
Yes.
And you can never have just one stream. This is not even realistic for today's economy.
No.
to have just one stream.
Absolutely.
But to be able to create a life of ease, shout out Stephanie, but to create a life of ease, and then also to be able to allow your money to make money for you, so you can have the mental release that contributes to the physical ease of being and existing, so you can live the life that you desire and deserve. And I think this plug right here is so essential, not only for people who, like myself, who are sponges and who are lifelong learners. I also believe the best leaders are followers. So when I tell y'all, me and Sondra about to trade some services, because we're gonna get in here and we're gonna build each other up. And for me, I can just say what you have meant in my personal life since I've met you. She is just, this energy, y'all, is what she is in real life, in real time. Very open, very warm. I love how she speaks with warmth, so I can understand why kids would gravitate towards you. But she offers the same kind of energy. And when you get on live, so talk to people about how often you're on. on your YouTube channel. Now you've started doing it live, not just scheduling it, but why the transition of, I'm going to post a YouTube video versus I'm going to do this live so you can see?
I needed people to see for real, because it's one thing for someone to say, well, today I made X amount of dollars. And I think there's always going to be some skepticism, particularly I find with my people when we're talking about money and investing, because we're in some ways late to the game. That it isn't taught at home. It isn't taught in school. And how else would you get this information except someone shared it? And initially I started out really small and I was just sharing with my friends, and it just got to be too big. And so YouTube is a wonderful platform where I can open it up. Anyone with a television, anybody with a laptop, anyone with a cell phone, it's free. So it made more sense that if I wanted to have the greatest amount of reach, which was what it was, and I'm gonna tell you something, this is gonna mess you up because it's the truth, but my friends were here. It was really a mandate for me because of course I'm a business person, I'm retired. I'm thinking, well, we can monetize this. No. I promise you, I can't make it up, Tracy. It was so divine when it came to me, when the light bulb went on, I had a vision. And the vision was, we were in a conference room, and I can only tell you exactly what it was. It was stark white. It was a white table, and there were sisters. It was about 12 of us sitting around a table trading. All we had were computers open.
Okay.
And sister, we were making dollars like I am making dollars right now. And I'm telling you that I had the vision, and I just sat on it for a little bit, and God came to me. This is true. I had to tell it the way it happened. And he said, give it away. I said, give it away. He said, give it away. Give it away. I will take care of you like I always have.
Yes.
You won't have that to worry about. I've never had to chase money. I've been fortunate in that way. It's not because I'm so smart, but I think because I'm obedient and because I am open, I am teachable. And I think we have to bring that. You have to come to the table. We don't all know it all. I don't know it all.
I don't want to know it all.
No, why should I? When my sister has all these beautiful gifts and I can share with her and she shares with me, I don't have to house it all. We're used to working hard and being and doing it, not necessary. So in that vision, I saw all kinds of women and we were generating income. So that just fueled me to find a way to share with as many people as I could. And so YouTube was the perfect platform. So we started out only live trading on Fridays. Right. And girl, now we're at 3 days a week. We're Mondays and Fridays. And we just get on there. Anybody who wants to, we share everything we know. If you see me get in a trade and the trade is profitable and you want to jump in, I don't give financial advice. It's not what I do. But I do share what I know, and you are welcome to partake in this money making. And I'm telling you, the market is open 5 days a week. People make money 5 days a week. Point blank.
You guys, she was on live yesterday, and I really thought something was wrong with my YouTube channel. I was like, she cannot still be on. I kept refreshing the screen.
We trade all day. We do the entire from opening bell to closing bell. And when I tell you, some of the ladies that I've done consultations with, because I'll offer a consultation to, it's a 1-hour consultation. If you know nothing, don't feel intimidated. All of us started that way. We all started from ground zero. We will take you by your hand very gently, get you set up on your platform, help you to paper trade, whatever it takes to get you into a position where you feel comfortable. You don't even have to, the initial investment, you don't even have to do money. I can show you how to get started with paper trading so that you feel comfortable and you don't have to risk any capital. But I want everyone to know that this is a tool out here. It's a skill, it's a life skill that we should not only acquire for ourselves, but we should pass it on to our children. So we went from 1 day a week to 3 days a week. So I don't know, maybe we'll be doing 5 days a week before it's all over, but it's just been a blessing. And to connect with sisters and to connect with anybody who wants to. So you can come join us Mondays and Fridays for sure, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. When the New York Stock Exchange opens, we're open for business, and you're all welcome to join us.
So we're going to link her information, you guys, at the bottom, everything that you'll need to get in contact with her, to schedule a consultation with her, also making sure that you follow her. Please follow her on YouTube. And so you too can learn this skill set and also grow in financial abundance. So, okay. So just one thing that people would need, with the exception of a television and a computer, to get started, what would you recommend?
I would certainly say you need a brokerage account. And there's some that I think are better than others. And I personally like Fidelity,
Mhm,
TD Ameritrade.
mhm.
You know, Schwab and TD Ameritrade recently joined forces together. So if you have Schwab, you're already halfway there. Webull, even if you are so inclined to trade on your phone, I don't usually recommend that for beginning traders, because I think you do need to have a healthy respect for this skill, because just like you can make money in investing, you can lose money. And so I don't encourage anyone to just jump in willy-nilly. You really should come and sit with us. Everything that we share is absolutely free. I'm not the only contributor in the community. It really is a community of learners. And there are members of the community who've been trading for years. And some of us don't even, we don't even know. Some are so new that we're just there asking questions, but it's a safe place for all of us to come together and share expertise and just encourage each other on this trading journey. So we don't just focus on options trading, although primarily that's what the lives are, but it's investing overall. All kinds of investing, whatever it is. If we get wind of it, we usually share it in the community. So I encourage you, please, the only thing you need, if you have a cell phone, if you have an internet connection, and I would say get on one of those brokerage, with one of those brokerage firms, TD Ameritrade, I do believe that you can start with their platform and not even fund your account. Check that out with Fidelity and TD Ameritrade. They're the easiest ways to break in. And they have such a robust learning community, all for free. I have to tell it, it's all for free. And I need to stop for 1 second.
Go ahead.
Okay, because something just happened.
All right.
Can we edit that?
No, we're going to keep it because people need to see you going in real time.
Oh, it's real. Okay, because the stock just took a turn. And what I want to do is check my chart, because I have what are called puts for today, because the market took an absolute tank. And so I make money even when the market doesn't go up. So today the market is going down, but it hit a low and I want to cash out at that low because that's where I maximize my money. So I'm just going to peek over here at it and see. We were up a little and then I kind of slept it and I'm down now. So I'm just watching. Okay. I just want to put this chart up over here in real time so I can see it, because I should have got out, but that's okay. I think we'll be okay. We're good. But if I stop, that's because it's time.
I love it. I absolutely love it in real time. And for people who are listening to this podcast on Spotify and Google and Apple or other streaming platforms, please go to the Healthy Black Girl podcast on YouTube or come to my personal channel, Tracy Collins. And you will also be able to find the video version of this on Sondra's page, from Lack to Legacy. So it's all going to be linked below, so you can see what's happening in real time. And she did put us on pause, so that was the reason why y'all heard some silence. So if you want to actually see it and get the information to gain and to grow, please make sure you click the video version of this. So okay, so we're going to wrap up because I want people to kind of take this in. I know for a lot of people, for a lot of us, it's new. But okay, so you have given us the base of not only we have to shift our mindset, we have to know that we are deserving and that the universe is abundant and it's infinite. And so I believe for me, operating in gratitude, waking up grateful, waking up thankful. Before I even pick up my phone, I do say a quick prayer, just to say thank you so much for gifting me another day, and ancestors thanking the ancestors for protection too. So the gift and God just doesn't have to, and he is in, and they and she are infinite and everywhere. So let me say that. But also for some of you guys who don't know, I'm in my office and I have an abundance altar, and I don't show that on camera on purpose. But I've had my abundance altar for years now, and there's a way to construct an abundance altar. And on my abundance altar, I have two words that have really carried me through, which was gratitude and I am enough. And no, it's gratitude and enough. And I changed, and those cards are worn and torn, child. I changed those cards because the universe won't gift you with more until it understands and that you are grateful for what you currently have. And then also knowing that I am enough just as I am, and that if God don't do nothing else, that I already have enough right now in this moment. So this is why I love your abundance approach initially, because we have to change our mindset. And this is why I love the name of your channel, From Lack to Legacy, because we in this society, since we were brought here, since Plymouth Rock landed on us, we have been, taught that we're not enough, or we lack and we're deficient, but we now know that is a lie and that is not the truth. But there are some of us who still operate in that impoverished mindset. And one of the things about energy is that it never dies, it's just always exchanges. So this is why we have to address our mindset first. Then when we address the mindset, or as we're addressing the mindset, we can learn new skills to help level us up. And I love the fact that you're sharing information and you are being obedient and giving it away for free. I believe that if I do what I'm supposed to do, then God got me. I don't ever
take care of himself. It will take care of itself. But you have to really operate out of that belief. And I'm telling you, you nailed it. It is a mindset, because what you believe, you guys, I promise you, I've lived it. If you wake up expecting the worst, it will meet you.
Yes, it
will.
If
you wake up expecting the best, even if the best doesn't show up, your mindset, you are open for it. You will see things differently. You will call to you. I'm such a believer. I mean, I really get passionate about that, because it's the one thing that we can pass on to, not just we can do for ourselves, but you can pass that on to someone else. You can say something positive. You can believe something positive, or you can do the opposite. It's a choice for us. So I choose every day to wake up, you said it, in gratitude, because gratitude is really at the base. The gratitude is what comes first. And then gratitude kind of activates the abundance.
Oh, I love that.
If you don't appreciate,
come on, t-shirt, gratitude activates abundance. That's a t-shirt.
It activates abundance, I'm telling you. But when we're in alignment, you all, it just gets so much easier. So I definitely am a living example of how you can change your mindset, because I didn't grow up wealthy. I didn't grow up with any teaching about money. So really, I had to learn as I went, and just opening myself up, being open to learning. If you can do that, you will do yourself a favor. It'll take you so far, and just change your mindset. Just try it. Even if you don't believe, if it sounds like a bunch of hokey pokey stuff to you, just try it. Just see how waking up every morning with a mindset of gratitude and just reaffirming throughout the day that I'm worthy. I deserve this. I've done nothing to be unworthy. Why wouldn't the universe want to bless me? Why isn't the universe? Why wouldn't it want to conspire to give me all the dreams anything I dream? Yeah, it's good stuff. It's real stuff. Change your mind, change your mindset.
And then change how you speak.
Yes.
Changing, the power, is in the tongue. So we want to make sure now, as we're changing that mindset, we're also changing what comes out of our mouth. That's why I'm a lover of words. And when I tell you, we have to be real cognizant of how we speak. So making sure that you are speaking life in everything. So, okay. So where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, From Lack to Legacy. You can find me on YouTube, From Lack to Legacy. Our videos have been posted up. You can check out our live streams. They happen every Monday, every Friday for sure, from 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you may have been find us during the middle of the week. Like we're live streaming now because we're expecting announcements from the Federal Reserve about interest rate hikes. So we follow the news. We're into it, folks.
Oh
So
my
if
God, I
that
love
sounds
it.
like something you're interested in, just come on, drop by, no pressure, and just hang out with us for a bit. We hang out all day. We talk, we tell jokes. I'm telling you, it's a real community, and we make money.
Oh yeah, and that, right?
And we make
Oh yeah,
money.
oh
Make a
yeah,
little
and
money.
that. And that. Okay. So I can't wait to get with you because I want to make sure that we calendar our time.
Yes.
Because when I tell you guys she is very serious and I've been following her for a while. And when I tell you they be on, they really be on. And I love the fact when I jump on, I do learn. So, and I already have my brokerage accounts set up. So I'm good there, but I'm ready to
Ready
get
to
in
go.
and start training. I'm ready to go.
We just need to get you in, get some basics, and you'll be off to the races.
I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna calendar that with you. But thank you so much. I'm so honored to have you here today. And I don't know, I think I may bring you back because I think we need to do an abundance, mindset
We
because
do.
I
We've
love
got
it.
so much work to do together, my sister. We really
I
do.
agree.
Thank you for
I
having
agree.
me.
And
It's
thank you for
always a
everything that
pleasure.
you do. Thank you for
Anytime.
everything.
It
Thank
is
you.
my pleasure to give back.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us here. And make sure you go follow her. And if you're not already, please follow and subscribe to me. All right, you guys, thank you. Have a wonderful day.